What's up, YouTube? This is Marty Marr coming at you again. I woke up this morning and I was looking at this video by Mr. O'Shea Jackson, who's a Republican slash conservative. And he was talking about this Blexit movement, which is also, I guess you can call it, the hashtag walkaway movement of black conservatives from the Democratic Party. And he was making some legitimate points. And this is what I was talking about earlier about real Republican conservative blacks do not agree with this hashtag walkaway movement slash Blexit movement. And the reason why, because it's just like going from the Democratic plantation to the Republican plantation. And he didn't use the Republican plantation phrase like I'm using, but he did use the Democratic plantation to the Republican Party. And he was basically saying that the Republican Party haven't shown what they're going to give blacks for their vote. So it's similar to the Democratic Party. So, and I get that, because I made a video about this earlier about leaving one plantation to go to another plantation. And I just want you to listen to this, and I want you to tell me what you think about his view, coming from a Republican himself, and what he's saying. And just give me your true, honestly opinion of this video. Thank you.
Welcome back, guys, to a very impromptu stream in which I want to address a community that I am a part of, a young and growing community that is getting some popularity and some buzz here on YouTube. And I also want to congratulate some of the fellow YouTubers of mine who were able to go to the Turning Point USA event that happened at the White House. I've worked with many of them: Brandon Tatum, Anthony Brian Logan, the Uber guy, Asian YouTuber Zach Hing, Magnificent. But I want to be honest and forthcoming in this particular hangout regarding this term called Blexit. And I think I've heard Kanye West talk about this. Candace Owens just talked about this Blexit, which is black people exiting the Democratic Party. And I guess they're going to the Republican Party. I guess they're going to the Independent. I don't know where they're going, but they're just leaving there because they're tired of being victims. They're no longer victims. They're leaving that victimology and the fact that the Democrats have done black people wrong. This is Blexit. Now, Blexit sounds very similar to Brexit, which was Britain leaving the European Union. California was getting ready to do Cal exit. But the difference between Cal exit and Brexit is California is a state. It could run as its own nation if it needed to. Brexit is Britain. It's its own country. It can operate as its own independent nation. It does. It has its own currency, its own military. But Blexit is black people leaving the Democrats' plantation and going most likely to the Republican Party. But the difference between the blacks that were in the Democrats now going to the Republican Party is they don't have anything. What do I mean by when I say that? Those people who are saying I'm exiting have no formidable economy that they run, and they are not bringing anything to the table to negotiate with the Republican Party outside of their vote. And I hate to say this, and Brandon Tatum did an excellent job with organizing this event. I would probably believe that those monies that was raised for those YouTubers to go to what was in DC was not raised by black people, but raised by white conservatives. So already, if black conservatives, which I'm a part of this community, if we cannot even raise enough money to do things for us, we're not exiting anywhere. Because still, we are dealing from a position of powerlessness. And I don't think a lot of black conservatives understand that. Where are you going? You're going nowhere fast. You are going from the Democratic plantation to the Republicans, who, by the way, if you don't have anything to bring to the table, you're going to get the same thing, which is nothing. And we'll talk about it tonight. Because from a position of being black, in which we should be first, we cannot expect a group of people exiting someplace to go someplace else as if we're going to get anything from them. That doesn't make any sense. So really, we're just transitioning from one place to the other when we have nothing to give to these people outside of the vote. When you go to anybody, you come to a position of strength saying, this is what I need. That's what we didn't learn that from the Democrats. We were supposed to come to the table, to the Democrats, with this is what we need. We can give you this. Here's the financing for this, all of this. We didn't do that. So if you do Blexit and you have that same strategy, the Republicans are not going to give you anything. The independents are not going to give you anything. So you're not exiting anywhere. You're just transitioning from one space to another. And we got to call it what it is. We got to call it what it is. It's just transitioning. We're just going from one place to another. And I know a lot of people in our black conservative community don't want to look at it like that. But that is what it is. Because people are not going to take us serious as we take ourselves. If we don't have money, if we don't have issues, if we don't have infrastructure, they are not going to respect us. The Republicans are not going to just give you something because you're bringing your vote. The Republicans are not going to be that, are going to give you something if you bring your vote and whatever else you have to offer. We know this because this is what the gays do. We know this is what other groups do. And to tell our community that we're just exiting from one place to another without those important things are going to keep black people in the same position, in my opinion. It's almost just like saying, because a lot of my black conservative friends, we talk about black on black crime. We talk about police brutality. What do black conservatives say? Well, what about black on black crime? When we're talking about white on white crime, you're talking about police brutality. Well, what about how you kill each other? And then what blacks can say for Blexit, oh, you're going to Blexit, but wait a minute, what infrastructure do you have? Do you have money on the table to get what you want? Can you go? Do you have people sympathetic to your needs like the gays? And I have to say this. What did Malcolm X say? If you don't fund your agenda, you can't let them fund your agenda. And this Blexit thing is not a black funded agenda. We have to call it for what it is.
Now you have heard what he said. The only thing I disagree with that, in a sense, is that Kanye did denounce that Blexit movement prior to him making this video. When he sent out that tweet about that he had nothing to do with that, and pretty much he was going to go back and focus on his creativity of making his music, I guess. So, but other than that, I think he was dead on, and I enjoyed it, and I got much respect for the brother, because these are the type of conservatives that you need in the party, in the Republican Party. You don't need all of this fake fraud crap that Candace Owens is putting out from Turning Point USA, because that's all fraud. It's all about making money. That's what it's all about. But, and another thing also is, like I say, if black people gonna leave one party, they should leave both parties, and they should become independent thinkers. Think for yourself. Make the Democrat Party and the Republican Party earn your vote. And the only way you can do that is to become independent. And you will get more. I guarantee you will get more. So think about that. And I wish you all the best next week when you go and vote on November 6th. Thank you.